Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Grow with Mamata, and this is Mamata. So guys, in this video we are going to talk about how to learn English language from scratch. You know, when we start learning English language, we do not know what is the first thing to do and what to do, what not to do, how many things that we need to do every day, how many things that we need to follow every day, and how can we learn this language, because it is a frustration. When we start learning English language, we face so many obstacles. Once we start speaking, we feel fumble, we feel hesitant, and so many things that happens with us while learning this language. So I'm going to give you some of the steps to learn this language from scratch, and really, to be honest, I'm going to explain each and everything in a very simple language. You will be able to grasp everything whatever I am about to say. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you guys, I'm not a very fluent English speaker. I'm also learning this language, and I'm just talking to you guys. This is another way for me to practice English language, and I'm talking to you. It is just like a conversation. I'm having a conversation with you guys, and you can do it as well by yourself. Okay, so please keep your eyes on me, and let's dive in. So the first thing that I would like to ask you guys, how did we learn our mother tongue? If the same method we apply over here, so definitely we'll be able to speak English language. How did we learn our mother tongue? So let me tell you guys, there were two steps that we were following anonymously. We didn't know, but anonymously we were following them. First was, we were listening to our parents. You know, we were listening to our parents, and then when we grew up and when we were able to speak, our vocal cord was able to speak, so we started speaking. We started speaking wrong words and this and that. That's how we learned our mother tongue. We were listening, we were speaking, we were listening, we were speaking. So guys, when we were kids, so we were following only two steps, listening or speaking. If the same method we apply over here, so we will be able to speak English language. So what we need to do, we have to watch simple English videos. You can watch some simple cartoons, you can watch those videos that interest you. Okay, for example, you are interested about watching cooking videos, so just watch cooking videos. If you are interested about watching yoga videos or anything else, whatever you want, watch those videos. And most importantly, you need to understand is, watch only that video that you are able to understand. At least if you're not able to understand, so there wouldn't be any meaning of watching that. Okay, so make sure you are able to understand that video at least, otherwise you are going to kill your interest towards English language. So make sure. So watch simple videos. Okay, while watching, what you need to do, you have to switch on the subtitles. Switch on the subtitles and try to read the subtitles. Okay, maybe subtitles would be going very fast. So what you need to do, you can slow down video speed. You can slow down video speed and you can read that. Okay, you must be getting some of the words that you're not able to understand, so write them down on a paper. Okay, write them down and find out the meaning of that sentence in your own language, in your mother tongue. So that's how you can watch videos in English. If you are not interested, you are not going to watch that video. If you are interested, so you will watch that video with interest and full of concentration. Okay, so it was the first step that you need to do. Okay, second step that we are going to talk about is vocabularies. You know, vocabularies are a must, because guys, in order to speak any language, that could be any language in the world, starts from letter and then words and then sentences. Okay, that's how we learn a language. We learn some words and then we learn sentences. You can learn vocabularies through watching videos. Okay, that's how, you know, whenever you are watching video, you can write vocabularies. You can get context how to use them when you are writing sentences, full sentence. So you can get context how to use them actually in a conversation. So make sure you are writing the sentence and you are able to understand the vocabulary. Okay, That's how we can learn vocabulary, because you have to watch some conversation videos in English, or some cartoons, very simple cartoons, that interests you. That is most important. Okay, so next thing, and it was the second step, let's talk about the next topic. You must be thinking, what about the grammar? Really? But initially, what am I telling you guys? Initially, you don't need to go at a deeper level of grammar. Grammar is like a complex and complicated, vast topic. Okay, initially when you go to learn grammar, you are going to kill your interest towards English language, because that would be very, very tough to understand initially. Okay, so what we need to do is, once we get exposure of speaking English, then we can learn grammar to avoid making mistakes a lot. But making mistake, it's okay, because without making mistakes we won't be able to learn this language. Okay, so in grammar, you can learn tenses, modal verbs, and causative verbs, and conditionals. These are the enough things to learn initially. Okay, you should learn this, and active, passive, and these all about things that you can do. But while watching videos, cartoons, you will get exposure of grammar. You will be able to understand, okay, what would be the meaning of this particular sentence. So that's where you're gonna learn grammar automatically. Okay, so learn only essential grammar. What am I saying? Essential grammar you can learn. There is no any hard and fast rule that without learning grammar you cannot speak English. You can speak English. In order to learn any language, everyone is just saying, start thinking in that particular language. So it is easier said than done. Okay, absolutely. Thinking in English is tremendously important. Okay, start thinking in English. Try to pressurize your brain to think in English. How to think in English? I'm gonna give you some tips to think in English. I've already told it in my previous videos. What we need to do, we try to say some of the things in English. For example, I'm creating this video, so I have to say मैं वीडियो बना रही हूँ, so I should say I'm creating this video. मैं खाना बना रही हूँ, I'm cooking the food. Okay, और मैं बात कर रही हूँ, I'm talking to you guys. मैं स्कूल जा रही हूँ, I'm going to school. Okay, so in this way, try to train your brain to think in English. Okay, it's really hard. It might sound really hard, but once you start to do something, that thing goes easy. Once our brain gets thinking in English, everything has been solved. Okay, so fifth step that we are going to talk about in order to learn English language from zero is reading. Reading is a must. Okay, if you don't enjoy reading books, so you can listen to them, in an audio format. If you're interested about reading, so you can read books that interest you. Most important, read that book that interests you, because when you are interested, so you will do that. Otherwise you'll be procrastinating that. You'll be like, okay, I'll do it later. Sixth step that we are going to talk about is journaling. You can start journaling. For example, whatever you have done throughout the day, you can write them down on paper. Okay, you have to do it. You can write about your future, you can write about your present time, you can write about your past, you can write about your childhood, you can write about your plans, whatever you have designed about your future, or how you are pursuing your life in the future. You can write them down. Okay, journaling. And seventh step that I'm going to talk about is pronunciation. Most of the guys would be saying pronunciation is not important. First thing that you need to do, you have to learn the language. Definitely you have to learn this language, but while learning this language, you have to focus on your pronunciation. For example, someone is speaking in front of you, and their pronunciation, it's like you're not able to understand, you are feeling irritated, you are like it is offending you, their pronunciation is offending you, and their pronunciation is like deplorable. So what you need to do, you have to focus on your pronunciation as well, because once your mind gets habit to pronounce a word in a certain way, so in the future it will be taking a lot of hard work, it will be taking a lot of efforts to change that pronunciation. So initially when you start doing it, so in the future it will be very, very easy for you and very comfortable. And if I talk about pronunciation means if the other person is able to understand your pronunciation, they are not changing their speech according to your pronunciation, according to your speaking, so that means your pronunciation is good. Okay, let's talk about the last but not the least, because if you learn everything but you don't practice, there wouldn't be any meaning of your learning English language. Okay, practice is a must, everyone knows about it, it is needless to say, right? So all you have to do, you have to practice. Okay, if you do not have accountability partner, that's completely okay, you can talk to someone on app, or you can talk to someone in your real life. For example, if someone is here, that person is not able to talk to you in English, but even then you should try. Okay, you should try to speak. There's so many things that I have told in my previous videos, how to practice your English alone like this, and you can do so many things, but practice can only make you a fluent English speaker. And the more you practice, the better you become. Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share to my channel, and I will see you soon in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing and keep practicing. Bye bye.